Welcome back to Veterans Recovery Network. My name's Robert Wood. I'm a peer sports specialist here with VHSO. I have my friend Tom Harmony here with me today, as well as our friend Eric Harden. Today we're going to look at something a little bit different. It's called Qigong, and Eric is going to explain a lot about what Qigong is. It's a pretty interesting practice, and it's something that you can use really in a lot of ways to improve your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, the whole 9 yards. It's kind of thinking outside the box. It's not like what we're used to as far as working out and going to the gym and pumping up a bunch of weights. It's using our body in different ways. So, kind of watch this with an open mind and try it. You'll find that a lot of these things are really challenging, but there is a lot of benefit that goes along with it. And without any more from me, Eric?
Thanks. Hi, I'm Eric Harden. I'm a doctor of Chinese medicine, and I have also studied Tai Chi Chuan and Qigong for almost 2 decades now. So we're going to discuss Qigong today, and I like to give just a general description of what Qigong is. Maybe you've heard the concept, maybe you haven't, but I think I can explain it in a way that makes sense. So if you just look at the character for Qigong, if you look at Qi, like you've heard the concept, right? That we have some kind of energy floating around in us or whatever, and it's like the Force in Star Wars. Not really. Qi, it's when you look at the character, the top part of the character, it's comprised of 2 different ideas. And the top part of the character, it means air. And the bottom part of the character means grain or rice. And so air plus rice. So it means that the air that we breathe and the food that we consume, it gives us the energy that we need to go about our day, right? The concept is very old. But we have the exact same concept in Western medicine, right? We call it aerobic cell respiration. So if I have O2, if I have 6 O2 molecules, and then I have glucose, C6H12O6, then I can have aerobic cell respiration, and it gives off carbon dioxide, water, and 686 calories of heat, light, and electricity. And so another way that you can kind of look at it as if I have 2 bodies, 2 human bodies, a living body and a dead body, the physical structure is exactly the same, right? What's the difference? It's that the living body, the qi is still circulating. The dead body, the qi is no longer circulating. And so that's the general concept of qi. And gong is contraction. It means gongfu. And depending on how we transliterate the Chinese character, we have to write Chinese characters in English letters so that we can read it, right? And so if you use, depending on how you do that, sometimes it looks like kung fu, K-U-N-G-F-U. But there's no such thing as kung fu, okay? It's pronounced gong fu, and it doesn't matter how we spell the character using our letters. It doesn't change the Chinese pronunciation, right, or the Chinese concept. So most people think that gong fu means martial arts, that kung fu means martial arts, right? It doesn't. That's not correct. Gong fu means time plus energy. It means effort. And so anything that requires time plus energy to master can be gong fu. You can have cooking gong fu. You can have painting gong fu. Of course, martial arts requires a lot of time and energy to master, and so you can have martial gong fu. But qigong is the gong fu of your qi. And so these exercises, they can help to be able to manipulate your body's energy in a lot of different ways. And so you can kind of think of it as a way to hack your own physiology, and you can make a lot of changes to your physiology, including lowering blood pressure, or increasing your energy, or improving the quality of your sleep, or improving the quality of your tendons and your muscles. A lot of different things. And there are literally thousands of different kinds of Qigong. And it ranges all the way from extremely vigorous exercises with resistance to seated meditation, and everywhere in between. So it's a big spectrum there. Tai Chi Chuan is Tai Chi is not Tai Chi. The Chi character, it doesn't appear anywhere in Tai Chi Chuan, and we'll talk about that in a different class. But Tai Chi Chuan is a kind of Qigong. It's just one kind of Qigong. And there are many, many different kinds of Qigong. And so the Qigong that we're going to do today is for Dantian conditioning. So let me explain what the Dantian is first. Dantian is a very important concept in Chinese medicine and Chinese martial arts. So it's talking about your abdomen, it's talking about your guts, your intestines. And so it's an interesting area of research. If you think about it, this is your physical center of gravity, right? And it's also your energetic center. So all of the energy that's extracted from your food, all of the nutrition that's extracted from your food takes place in this area. Your umbilicus connects to your mother inside the womb in this area, and you grow inside the mother's Qi headquarters when you're an infant. And so this is an important area. You have an enteric nerve plexus inside your guts, and there are a ton of neurons inside your guts. 1/5 as many as inside your brain. It's more than are in your spinal cord. And your guts are largely responsible for your immune system. A significant component of your immune system is in your guts. Also, I was shocked when I learned that so many of your neurotransmitters are manufactured inside your gut. 90% of your serotonin, 50% of your dopamine, acetylcholine, and like 20 other neurotransmitters are manufactured inside your gut, not inside your brain. So it's an important area. These exercises are for conditioning your abdomen. It helps to recruit more muscle fibers and increase your muscular control of the area, and it increases the nerve conduction in this area. It helps to condition the nerve pathways inside your gut, and it also massages your intestines, and it circulates oxygen-rich blood inside your intestines, and it can help to increase your absorption and distribution of nutrition from the food that you eat. Sounds good, right? Okay, so the way that we're going to do this is just first start by, I like to do this with a fist, but you can do it with an open palm, whatever's comfortable for you. But just hold it below your belly button and find a comfortable stance, maybe shoulder width apart, and your knees can be flexed or your knees can be locked, whatever is comfortable for you. You can even do this from a seated position. It's totally fine. In some ways, it's even easier if you're seated. So, we're going to start with some just gentle abdominal breathing. So, touch the tongue to the roof of your mouth, move your tongue around and find the most ticklish spot, and just place your tongue there gently. And then breathe into your abdomen. So this is different than chest breathing. I know for men anyways, we're taught to suck in our gut and puff out our chest. And there's no way that you can breathe naturally and relaxed if you have that kind of posture. So let your shoulders relax, have your chest completely relaxed, and allow your abdomen to expand as you exhale and contract when you inhale. Expand when you inhale and contract when you exhale. So as I inhale, I feel like a balloon or something expand in my abdomen. Of course, that's not what's happening. What's happening is my diaphragm presses down on my abdominal organs and it displaces my abdominal organs. So that's the pressure that you're feeling. Try for a few breaths.
In and out through the nose, or should you breathe out through the mouth?
You can do either one.
Either one.
I think it's more relaxed if you breathe through your nose.
Less chance of dehydrating.
So when you breathe, when you inhale, you have feedback from your hands, right? You can feel the pressure on your hands as you inhale. But I'd also like for you to pay attention to the sides of your abdomen and the back of your abdomen, and especially even your pelvic floor. So you have a thin sheet of muscle on your pelvic floor, and you want to feel the pressure all the way down to your pelvic floor. You want to feel that expand as you exhale and contract as you exhale. When you practice, very quickly you become relaxed because your mind isn't up here anymore. Your mind is down here. This can also help with anxiety and lowering blood pressure. You can also start to feel a comfortable, warm sensation in your abdomen, and it's subtle, but it's also very pleasant. Okay. So now we're going to move into some more vigorous exercise. So you can train this way first thing in the morning, and it can help to increase your energy for other kinds of training, or for just to energize you for your day. And it's really beneficial. So first I'm going to teach you how to do the Marshall breathing, and then we'll do the scholar breathing later. So what you're going to do is put a little bit of pressure on your abdomen, and just using your abdominal muscles, okay? Keep your body relaxed, keep your legs relaxed. Don't use any muscle that isn't absolutely necessary. I know it's going to be challenging in the beginning, but everything is challenging when you first do it. So apply gentle pressure to your abdomen here, and then circle your abdominal muscles in forward, like a circular forward motion, like you're cranking a bicycle. Okay? And then give me 15 and do it with a little vigor. Okay, so it's also important to note that when you first start, the coordination may not be there. It may not be easy to do this. Remember, it's Gong Fu, so it takes time and energy to be able to do these exercises correctly, but I guarantee you that it'll pay off in the long run. So when you first begin, it may only feel like you're able to just put pressure, that you're able to move your abdomen in and out. That's okay. Over time, gradually refine your movement and try to make your movement as clear as you possibly can. So focus, put your mind in the area and focus here, and over time it gets a lot easier. So the other thing to note is that all I'm doing with my hands is applying pressure here. So it's my abdominal muscles that are making the circular motion. It's difficult in the beginning, but you'll get it. It doesn't take that long, just practice. Okay, so we had that one, and now we're going to reverse it, and we're going to circle the other way. So you may notice that one particular circle is easier than the other one. That's okay. If one is more challenging, it just means that you need to spend more time on that one. Okay, so now backwards, using a Marshall Fire, give me 15 good ones. Okay, so we're just doing, I picked 15, it's an arbitrary number. It's okay to do that when you start. Eventually, you can do this for a long time. You can do 50 circles in each direction, no problem. In the beginning, it's good to to focus more on the quality more than the quantity. So try to make your movement as clear as possible. Okay, we're going to change direction. So we had this direction. Now we're going to go this direction, sideways. So you take your wheel and you just turn it on your side, like the face of a clock. Okay, so it doesn't really matter which way you go. We're going to go clockwise just so we're all on the same page here. And now just put pressure here. Use your abdominal muscles and give me 15 circles. Good. And then change directions. Go the opposite way. Ready? Go. Okay. So now we have one more circle to do. We want to have the XYZ axis. So we want to move our abdomen in all the different ways that we can. And so this one is a horizontal circle, like you're stirring a big pot of soup or something like that. Okay. So the coordination for this one I feel is a little bit more difficult than the others, but don't worry, you'll get it. Ready? Go. Okay, and the opposite direction. Ready? Go. Good. So you can already start to feel a comfortable warm sensation in your abdomen, right? That's good. Okay, so now I think we'll transition it into the scholar breathing. So you can do this one. The movement is exactly the same, but the way that you apply it is different. And this one is good to do at the end of the day, like especially right before bedtime. I practice this one with my daughter right before bedtime. And this way, you can energize your lower dantian, you can energize your physical and energetic center of your body, and you do so in a very gentle and relaxed way. And so the consumption, the energy consumption is low, but the circulation is higher. And so this is good when you go to sleep. Your body, your energy naturally condenses into the center because you're no longer, expending energy throughout your day. And now when you stir this up, then it goes to nourish your internal organs while you sleep. So you have nice oxygen-rich blood nourishing your internal organs when you're asleep. And in my opinion, practicing before bedtime is useful for longevity. So the scholar breathing is as follows. So the movement is the same. We'll do the forward circle first, but now you're going to make your movement as large as you can, but you're going to make your body as relaxed as possible. So don't expend any extra energy. Follow your breathing. Make your movement soft and make it as clear as you can. Good. Now change direction. We'll go backwards now. Same thing. Good. Horizontal or vertical still, but like the face of a clock. Go. And then change direction. Focus on the feeling. And now the horizontal circle. And then change direction. Good. Okay. So now I always like to finish up with a little bit of abdominal massage. And so this just helps to smooth out everything in your abdomen. So with the abdominal massage, it's important to follow the direction, the natural flow of energy in your intestines. And so on your right side is the ascending colon, the transverse colon, and on the left side, the descending colon. And so we have to move this way for the abdominal massage. If you go the opposite way, you could get a tummy ache or you could get constipation. Following the natural direction, this can help with a lot of digestive issues also. So just some gentle abdominal massage. And so an added benefit of this exercise is that it burns fat. It burns fat from your abdomen and converts it into usable energy for you. So this helps to loosen the fat on your abdomen. And so you can just do this for maybe 5 minutes or so. I like to do these exercises. I know it's bad, okay? But I like to do these exercises while I watch TV at night so that I'm not just like vegging out. I'm at least doing something. And so that way you can keep your mind occupied too. It's better if you cut the TV off. Now, we're going to follow it up with very short, simple meditation. So now it's the end of the day. We need to put our toys away, okay? So put your hands on your abdomen, and all you're going to do is just put your mind in the very center of your intestines. So if I draw a line right in the center where these lines meet in the middle, that's where I want to put my mind. And you just hold it there. You just feel, what does it feel like to be the center of my intestines? And close your eyes for a minute. And use gentle abdominal breathing. And also very gently tighten your pelvic floor. So you want to keep everything as relaxed as possible, but now we're going to tighten your pelvic floor. And what that does is it prevents the energy from escaping into your legs. So we want to contain it here in your dantian for storage. After training, you feel a very warm, comfortable sensation in your abdomen, and you just focus that feeling into the center. Good. Finally, rock back and forth a few times, break up any stagnation on the soles of your feet. Okay. And now you are ready to face your day or to face your sleep. Okay, thank you.
All right. So this was kind of for me, a real first-time exposure to really working the dantian and doing a lot of those exercises were very challenging, but they felt pretty good. And what really surprised me was how good my back felt. Mm-hmm. I mean, my lower back, as we started, I kind of had a little backache going, but it felt much better by the time we got done, and I wasn't expecting that. So that was a lot of fun. really, folks, one of the biggest things that we want you to do is get involved. Come join us. We do our Tai Chi here at Fayetteville on Fridays at 1 o'clock in the patient education area. I also teach Tai Chi on Mondays and Wednesdays at Mount Vernon. And we'll do these shows every once in a while just to give you an opportunity to see what's going on, especially here in Fayetteville and some of the other CBOCs around. And again, I want to thank Tom and Eric for coming in, and Eric for all the information that he's been giving us. Look forward to seeing you the next time we have another opportunity to do this.
By the way, there is also a Tai Chi class at 1 p.m. in Fayetteville in front of patient education at the VA here.
Yeah,
It's
Robert
free,
and I will be teaching
it's fun,
that, Eric.
and come on by.
It's for veterans. It is wonderful for losing stress, losing anxieties, and bringing down anger management issues.
yeah, it's been a huge help, I know, for myself in dealing with my depression and anxiety, and I know Tom has used it a lot in his life as well. So again, thank you for watching, and we really look forward to seeing you face to face. Have a great day.
Thank you.